Walenga Loco.
Woods ye Japoma Radio Adeshima. Woods ye Japoma. Woods ye Japoma Radio Adeshima.
Titi Wobika, Titi Wobichre, Japoma Radio, Moya Soronko.
Out of the transmitter, through the air, into your radio. Nothing but net.
Welcome to the Midday News Live on Japoma Radio GH. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, Instagram, Japoma.Radio.gh, YouTube, King of Kings Media. Download the app on the Google Play Store on your phone. The headlines. Ofori Atta endorses Bawumia as next leader after Akufo-Addo. NDC is joking with a lion. Hannah Bissell wants party against NPP. We have not introduced uniform for teachers. GES. I am Josephine Nante. Details shortly. Welcome back. The news in details. Minister of Finance Ken Ofori-Atta has said that the Vice President of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is the type of person who can lead if Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo leads. The Finance Minister made this known on the sidelines of the TESCON Forum held at the Millennium City, where the Vice President made a presentation on the state of the economy. Ken Ofori-Atta said the Vice President's presentation laid out what the NPP government has done and the capacity to take the country to the transformation level. I think it lays out very distinctly what we have done as a party and the capacity to take us to the transformation level that we are talking about. Clearly, for me, also makes it very evident to Ghanaians that we have the type of person who can lead after Nana Addo Dankwa leaves, and that is reassuring. General Secretary hopeful of the New Patriotic Party, NPP, Frederick Opare-Ansah, has criticized the decision of the Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, to refer 3 members of Parliament MPs to the Privileges Committee for absenteeism. According to him, the Speaker's decision was not in the right direction, insisting that the Speaker has no business initiating such a move because he is not an MP. The 3 MPs, Sarah Adjo-Asafo, MP for Dominic Abenya, Henry Kwate, MP for Ayawaso Central, and Kennedy Ejapon, MP for Asin Central, were referred to the Privileges Committee for absenting themselves from the House for 15 sitting without any written permission to the Speaker. Away from that, National Women Organizer of the Opposition National Democratic Congress, NDC, Dr. Hannah Bissell, believes her party is joking with the New Patriotic Party, NPP. She wants the youth of the party to step out and match the NPP, which is in government, in its quest to see the NDC return to power in 2024. Speaking to the newly elected Tertiary Educational Institution Network, executives of Akintin Apia Menka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development, Mampong Campus, the former Deputy Minister of Food and Agriculture, said, "Now we are joking with this online." Still on the political news. The wife of Ghana's former head of state, the late General Frederick Williams Akufo-Addo, has reportedly died. Emily Ekufu, known widely as Sisi Amadora, passed on at the age of 88. She is said to have died on Friday, April 8, 2022. This was a day after the death of former Second Lady Ramatu Aliu Mahama, who was buried on Saturday at Kapuhin in the northern region. Emily's husband, General Ekufu, was head of state and chairman of the Supreme Military Council in Ghana from 1978 until his overthrow by Jerry John Rawlings on June 4, 1979. He was executed at the military shooting range in Teshi along without other senior military officers on June 24th that same year. Miss Emily Ekufu was the First Lady of Ghana during that period. Following the execution of her husband, Mr. Ekufu spent the rest of her years at Ekropon in the eastern region. She was a teacher by profession. We take a break. Please stay tuned. From that short break, now moving on to some local news. The Ghana Education Service GES has dispelled claims that teachers in public schools will henceforth wear uniforms to their workplace. Over the weekend, some social media users reported that teachers will now report to work in dull peach color shirt and deep brown skirt and trousers with the Ghana Education Service tag on the left pocket. In a Facebook post on Sunday, the GES noted that it has and would not issue a circular on social media announcing the introduction of uniforms for teachers. According to the service, it cannot independently decide that teachers should wear uniforms to work since it will have to engage the various teacher unions. GES is one of the largest government agencies in Ghana. We employ more than half of all government employees. If we want to introduce uniforms to teachers, we won't do that through social media. And over the weekend, the service added, the service has employed the public to discard such reports as they are fake news. An operation by the police to keep sanity in Akachi has resulted in the death of 3 persons in the Akachi South municipality. A police route van is reported to have rammed into 3 youths on their motorcycle, leading to the death of one of them. This was during a hot chase by the police after suspecting them to be culprits of a recent robbery. Hamza Adamu was also alleged to have been killed by live bullets from police guns during a clash between the youth and the police on Sunday. The youth were said to have gone ramping in protest of the alleged involved of the police and the death of the young man on the previous day. Etonam Avlikpe, who was buried last month, is alleged to have also died from police brutality. According to a Facebook user, Solomon Ameza, the police on Saturday, April 9, 2022, gave the 3 guys a hot chase who they believed were linked to a recent robbery incident. The guys, thinking they were being chased for an overloading offense, paid off. According to the Facebook user, the police ran into the 3 guys on the motorcycle with their road control van. They actually smashed the guys on the motorbike with their van into the side of the road. The three children have drowned in a pond created by sand runners at Akwesa Hill near Tuba in the Gas South municipality of the Greater Accra region. According to the report, the children were playing with their bicycles in the area when they fell into the dugout. However, they could not make their way out of the opening filled with water. The deceased are 12-year-old Elisha Edu and his 9-year-old brother, Samuel Ejay Mensah, aka Teria, and one other, Isaac Amwa, 8. The bodies have been conveyed by the Wager Divisional Police Command ahead of the autopsy at the police hospital in Accra. In an interview, some of the residents who helped retrieve the bodies from the abandoned dam said several complaints have been made to Ghana South Municipal Assembly over the canker. However, the police have fallen on deaf ears so far. At the boys' residence, sorrow is the predominant initiative at family members gathering in Well over the tragedy. The mother of Elisha and Samuel is shocked by the development. Esther Dankwa is the mother of Isaac, one of the victims, aged 8-year-old. Isaac was also left devastated. Chief of the area, Ni Akaja, lamented when seems to be disregard on the part of authorities when it comes to the welfare of the residents. We take a break. When we come back, is the business news. Away from that short break, now on to some business news. The government will borrow 4.59 billion as fresh funds in the second quarter of this year to finance part of its budget. This will, however, be higher than the 3.78 billion borrowed in the first 3 months of 2022. From the issued calendar, the entire 4.59 billion is expected to be mobilized from the domestic market, though non-resident investors can take part in some of the bonds that will be issued. In all, the government plans to issue a total amount of 24.69 billion, of which 20.5 billion is to rollover maturities. A chunk of the monies to be borrowed will come from the 91-day and 182-day Treasury bills. Whilst the 3 and 6 month bill will be issued weekly, the 1 year bill will be issued bi-weekly. There will also be some issues of medium to long-term bonds. According to the Bank of Ghana, the government expects the second quarter calendar to meet the requirement of market participants. Again, the government is assuring all stakeholders and the public that it will continue to strive for greater predictability and transparency in the domestic bond market. Ghana's public debt stock rose to 351.8 billion in December 2021 from 344.5 billion in November 2021, about 880.1% of gross domestic product. The March 2022 summary of economic and financial data by the Bank of Ghana has revealed. This confirmed economists, analysts, and market watchers first. Now on to some international news. The Queen has revealed COVID-19 left her very tired and exhausted after she caught the virus earlier this year. The monarch, 95, was taking part in the virtual hospital visit when she described her experience to the former virus patient whose father and brother had died of the illness. The call to the Royal London Hospital last week marked the official opening of its Queen Elizabeth unit. Buckingham Palace said in February that the monarch had coronavirus. We take a break. Please stay tuned. welcome back from that short break. Now on to some entertainment news. Musician Fuse ODJ has tied a knot with his longtime girlfriend, Karen Tino Janga. The award-winning singer married the Zimbabwean entrepreneur at a private ceremony on Sunday, April 10th. The ceremony was a strictly by invitation event attended by family and close associates of the couple at the Oasis Gardens in Accra. Rapper Sarkodie was seen at the event. In some pictures captured, the bride was seen in a white ball gown while the groom had on a white suit. Congratulations to you, Fuse ODJ, and that will be end of the afternoon news. But before we go, let's take a look at our top stories. Ofori Atta endorses Bawumia as next leader after Akufo-Addo. NDC is joking with a lion. Hannah Basil warns party against NPP. We have not introduced uniform for teachers, GES. Follow us on Facebook and then on Twitter, Japoma Radio GH, Instagram, Japoma.Radio.gh, YouTube King of Kings Media. Download the app on your Google Play Store or Zeno Radio app on your phone. I was produced by Shadrach and my MCL Livingstone. Have a good afternoon. Up next is sports.